of a single story, like about many subjects, or about math, or about a single kid can understand math as something that's very incredible, or maybe about adventure, fantasy, lots of stuff, comedy. All of these is powerful and can make us experience a lot of emotions. But we're gonna show you about the danger of a single story, where everything is supposed to be changed. But when you see the word danger, what do you often think about in the stories of a Russian revolutionary world, okay? First, you must say bad information, not ready as kids yet. But it's not that. Kids can decide. But we're saying that the danger of a single story, meaning even in kids, we are going to talk about the powerful and thought-provoking discussions of how limited perspective can shape our own understanding of the world. We will explore how hearing one narrative or a person, a culture, a place will experience stereotypes, misunderstanding, and even injustice. How we're going to start with the combination of stories, techniques, and all experience emotions from his own character. We start with her as the one who speaks the story. We start with the story of when she was small. She said she was an early reader, about 4 to 2 years old. She reads about books were American and British. Inside there was children with blue eyes, experience not really hot weather, also winter and coldness, snow. She experienced everybody playing with all the snow with such gentleness and happiness in them. And she also raised an early storytelling. She writes them about once upon a time there was a kid maybe and blue eyed stuff wearing clothes with exactly American or British and playing with snow. It's all fun, right? But she is absolute African. Then why did she have to show that we are the ones who were blue eyes, but even she's a different kind of color and different genes? It shows a different narrative could share imaginations and perfect ways that could shape us. Not really experience with our own world, but to confuse in another world where everything's so perfect. She didn't even think of beer. She also talked about another story about her friend, Fight. Her parents often said when she doesn't eat enough of her food. Children, you have to eat this, and your friend Fight is very poor. She experienced this expectation with reality of saying that, oh, Fight is poor, he's helpless, we need to help them. So she finally just understands he's poor and stuff, sending lots of stuff for him to experience the poorness. When she visits him in another place, she sees him, well, he's not poor because he saw his brother making a beautiful giant basket. And she understands that he's supposed to be helpless, lying on the ground. But he wasn't, his family wasn't. Instead, they were skillful and capable of making something as beautiful of that basket. A third story also imagined with that is about her roommate, about her identity. Like she confused about her identity, and the story was very injustice. She shows in her story in her way. In America, she said that, oh, my place is so you as African, as very helpless. You're supposed to be going on the ground without understanding a culture like this. You're supposed not to understand English, or you're supposed to dance this us for the song. And you're supposed to see us as Americans, help us as the best progress forever, our heroes. But she wasn't. And that American or Paul roommate confused her identity as African or Nigerian or African. She thought she was African because she was black. And it's confused. It's really terrified. I should understand that how one story in one place can change one huge identity, confusion of a person. This to emphasize her truest and main idea of a single story. She repeats that immediately and forever because she's trying to repeat the theme of the main message to the audience. Stories is not incomplete. It's something more than that. It's dangerous. It shapes up too much. Shows the power how can she tell what other people how they perceive. Like for example, if she also shows the power. For example, she talks about a group of people who dominates a narrative, like in her roommate place, in her America, for example. If America, it shows us that these Africans or Nigerians are helpless, they're gonna overshadow the perspective because they are powerful or because they are absolutely the president of this kind of country. They will overshadow because of their power. It shows that story and we show them, so it's not accident. It's powerful. Its power as to fake information. So in conclusion, we show you a critical thought, an insightful thought about how we need to insight about to think critically about when we hear stories, hears or believe the importance of different other stories and the perspectives of all kinds. How dangerous it was if we just overshadows our own meaning and our own truths and countries. It is complex, but we need to understand the truth. Stories is not just shapes our own understanding, it also shows limits or expands our views of the world. Thank you for listening.